Good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Richard Lewis Brown. Today is August 29th, 2021. As you know, I'm the Local 1000 president. Today was a great day. We had a swearing in for our new VP of Bargaining, Irene Green. Yay for Irene Green. We had that today at 1 p.m. She brought her family. She brought her mother. It was really a great day. The former president, Yvonne Walker, came today to swear Irene in. We're really excited. We now have 4 statewide officers. What a great day for the state and for Local 1000. Now, I haven't done a video in a few days, and I'm going to address some things that I've been asked to address. First thing, how'd the rally go? The rally was great. Everyone had an opinion. Some people showed up that supported the rally. Some people showed up that didn't support the rally. I know a lot of people think or were told that myself, that Richard Lewis Brown called the police and had people removed. That's a lie. I did not call the police on anyone. We had a great peaceful rally on Friday, which was the 27th for Lansing County, and to enforce our union contract. So let's be quite clear. I did not call the police on anyone at the rally. Now, I know people are following Facebook and saying a lot of different things. I am letting everyone know that wasn't the case. And so some people were like, well, why weren't the bunk chairs asked? You know, I know everyone was busy and I didn't know for sure which bunk chairs were coming and which ones were not. So we had to make sure that we had a guest speakers, and everyone has a strong opinion about closing Lansing County or, keeping it open. And people have strong opinions about our contract enforcement, particularly concerning the COVID situation. So I understand that. And so we want to respect everyone's freedom to choose in our union. And we want to make sure that we keep fighting to enforce our contract and not, allow the state to keep breaking or violating our contract under so-called emergency conditions. All right. With that being said, the next thing I want to talk about briefly is the fact that there are people on the board of directors, and we're 65 strong, and there are certain people on the board who do not want me around. They want to silence my voice. They want to be disrespectful to the voters who put me in office as the president. And they're trying to, quote, change the policy file. Now, this policy file has been in existence for ages. And, a lot of these people who were complaining about changing the policy file were the ones who helped establish the policy file to begin with. And so what has happened is, because they cannot endorse me or support me and they don't want to work with me, some people on the board are now trying to remove me. And so they're trying to remove all the powers that the president has. And so, this is a battle, and it's unfortunate that we're having to battle among ourselves versus just trying to fight the state of California to ensure that we have safe working conditions, to ensure that we're getting our telework, permanent telework, to ensure that the federal money from the federal government, that we get that money, to ensure that all public sector employees for the state of California get rewarded for the work and the sacrifice they've done during this current COVID situation. So there's a lot of things going on, and we're going to let people, we're going to inform people of this situation of them trying to basically gut the policy file because they can't accept my election victory, which is very ironic because so many people, tell other people in our great country, accept Joe Biden's victory. He is the president of our country right now. And so sometimes people tell you to accept victory for the person they support, but if the person they support doesn't win, then they don't want to accept the victory. So there's a level of hypocrisy that remains in our union. And so this is very important. We will work through this together. And hopefully I'll be able to talk to these bunk chairs and DLC presidents, and we can find a happy medium. But right now, a lot of things are going on. And so you hear DLC President 767 Richard Wake call me out on Facebook. You've never known me to walk away from any challenges. And, I'm not walking away from any challenge with him. I'm quite busy working right now, but he's insistent, along with some other people, that I'm destroying the union and I'm using resources ineffectively, and that I'm working with the Freedom Foundation. So you've heard these people say all these lies about me. And when I laughed and told you, get your popcorn and Patron, when I laughed and told you that God put me here for a reason, this is why I'm here. Because it takes a strong personality to deal with all the attacks that are being thrown at me. But I embrace the attacks. Because when you're the president, they're going to come for you. Now, unfortunately, some of these people have come for me in racial terms, homophobic terms, sexist terms. They have said things to me that I would never be able to say as a black man in this country. And so I'm going to address that situation. I will not let that situation die. But I'm also going to keep fighting for you in this union. Now, a lot of people have said, well, what have you done so far? Well, we haven't paid out salary stipends. The statewide officers, we have not accepted the salary stipends. I think that's a wonderful thing. That's a great savings. It's up on our website, SAIU1000.org. So you can see that there. You know, people are becoming job stewards in an alarming rate. It's fantastic when people care enough about the union that they want to become a job steward. And Anna Kawaz, our VP of Organizing and Representation, she's doing a wonderful job. And so is David Jimenez. As the Secretary-Treasurer, he's ensuring that we spend our money wisely. So this idea that, you know, I'm not spending the money wisely, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. The lies that are being spoken about me on Facebook, they're outrageous. But I'm going to walk these lies down, and I'm going to show you, you know, when they told you that I was paying Tony Owens, that was a lie. That was a clear-cut lie. When they ran an article the other day talking about the board trying to remove my powers, you know, basically trying to remove me from my position that I was voted into, and the man said that I was unavailable for comment, that was a lie. I tried to call him back. He didn't answer the phone. We were playing phone tag. I have a lot to say. See, anytime you have a strong black man in America speaking out against the status quo and then has the audacity to help not just black people, but other people outside the black community, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a huge problem, particularly when he's helping people who may be on the conservative end. So here I am as the Local 1000 president, voted in by the people, beat all the odds on the third time to become the new Local 1000 president, to create a new culture for you off a 10-point platform that's very clear and very direct. And so the haters and the evildoers, they get together and they work in a concerted effort to destroy me, to shame me, to tear down my platform. This is what they're doing. I have said this to you repeatedly. My faith is in God through Jesus Christ. You will not break me. You will not buckle me. If they are able to gut the entire policy file, create a new position called the chair, which will have all the powers the president has, if this is what they feel is the right thing to do to save Local 1000, then God bless them. But they're going to have a fight on their hands. And the news media all across the country is going to know that Richard Lewis Brown, who won an election fairly and squarely, who took on everyone, and who refused to break, who did not give up on his faith in God through Jesus Christ, who still respects everyone whether they believe in God or whether they don't believe in God, who held to his word, who did not fall away from his integrity. They're going to know. They're going to know that even though all last summer they were talking about Black Lives Matter, it only matters for black people when they saying things that the, quote, media wants you to say. And that's why the Black Lives Matter movement got hijacked. And for those who think that when black people were saying Black Lives Matters too, that they were trying to diminish white people, that was not the case. But maybe you didn't talk to enough black people to know this. See, when black people were saying Black Lives Mattered, what they were saying is they want a fair opportunity to exist in this country, even though we came over as slaves, which is how it relates back to me being the president of Local 1000. I'm asking you to give me a fair opportunity as a man of color who speaks differently, who speaks with probably more passion than you're used to, who's more real and authentic than what you've ever had as a leader of Local 1000. Even though I'm asking you to show me that my Black life matters, your life has always mattered and will always matter, regardless of what color, what sex, your sexual orientation, your religion. your life matters. But unfortunately, the way our union is headed, it appears that they don't value my life. And I want you to remember something. I told you I was a fighter, and they could not break me. And so even when they sent the police to my house on May 25th, and I have the documentation to prove that, that did not break me. Even when they did that protest against me, that did not break me. Now, with this situation, they're trying to break me, to destroy me. And more importantly, they're trying to destroy you and your vote. And this is why we have a low voter turnout in our union, because people have lost hope. So when people found hope in me and voted for me, even though they didn't think I could win, and then once I won, and once they saw that I wasn't changing, that I was going to still be that same person, sometimes I do those, professional videos, and sometimes they off the top. But you're getting all of me. You're not getting that politician. When I told you I was going to stand up and fight for you to ensure that we enforce our contract and it starts with Lansing County, you thought I was bluffing, but I wasn't. But because I wasn't, now you're shocked and you're happy about it because now you're finding hope. Because when I told you in 2018, don't stop believing, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And I said, keep your head to the sky, for the clouds will surely tell you why. And that one day you and I will find peace in every way. You thought I was just making things up, but I wasn't. I was sincere. And I'm going to stay sincere. So sometimes when I have to really get at people and light them up, don't think that I'm angry. I'm just being passionate. They're going to tell you all kinds of lies on Facebook, nonstop, on all the pages that they've kicked me off of. See, when you see people talking, going at me strong, those pages I've been blocked from. Because I come on there and get at them when I have time. But I'm going to start making time. And when they try to do this meeting to gut the policy file, I guarantee you, everyone across this country is going to know what they're doing to this black man. And if you're still watching this video, I'm going to say this word to you at the end of the video. What you're seeing is a lynching of a black man in a position of leadership in this country. Let me say it for you again if you're still watching. You're seeing the lynching. And why I say that word with strength and conviction, because I have not forgot Emmett Till and what he went through when they lynched him. Maybe you forgot. Maybe you forgot how Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street was destroyed. Maybe you forgot when you were doing your Black Lives Matter, but you wasn't doing your Black history. And finally, when I tell you they're trying to lynch me as a black man in a powerful position, and why I say lynching with such conviction, because my second great uncle was lynched, and so it runs in my family, so I know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying to you. The powers to be do not want me around. Because I'm fighting for everybody, not just for black folks from the black community. I'm fighting for everybody in this union because we are a union, not a social justice organization. But sometimes I refer to social justice so you can see what I'm going through as your president, an outspoken black man in this country whose family came over here as slaves. But I'm not quitting. I'm not complaining. You're not going to stress me out. You're not going to break me. Again, I'm Richard Lewis Brown, your local 1000 president, and I caught you on a Sunday evening. I'm not trying to be too preachy in the evening time because I know you got to work tomorrow morning, but I wanted to talk to you off top, unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed. There's no one like me across this country that is working with people to unify a union on hot, volatile issues more than I am. All right. I want to say to you, stay strong. Don't stop believing. We will get this done. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. And get ready, because I'm going to start doing my daily videos again. And I'm going to start checking people left and right. And if you don't like my personality, you don't have to. I'm not stopping. August 29, 2021, Richard Lewis Brown, your local 1000 president. Thank you and have a great evening.